On a small Mediterranean island, massive stone T-shapes rise from the earth, some weighing over 13 tons. They are not foundations nor altars, yet they were built with a precision that suggests an obsession with the stars, thousands of years before the modern telescope. While the Great Pyramids and the monoliths of Stonehenge dominate our historical consciousness, a quieter, equally baffling mystery sits on the windswept island of Menorca, Spain. Between 1000 and 300 BC, a unique culture known as the Talayotic people flourished here. They were master stonemasons, transforming the island's limestone landscape into a series of megalithic wonders found nowhere else on the planet. Their most striking legacy is the Taula. The word means table in the local Catalan language, an apt description for these towering monuments consisting of a single vertical slab topped by a massive horizontal stone. These structures are not isolated. They are the centerpieces of complex sanctuaries surrounded by horseshoe-shaped walls. Yet, for all their physical presence, the Taulas remain one of the most significant archaeological enigmas in the Mediterranean. For centuries, the origin of these stones was the stuff of folklore. Local legends suggested the island was once inhabited by a race of giants who used these massive blocks as furniture. It wasn't until the 19th century that serious archaeological interest began to peel back the layers of myth. Early explorers were struck by the sheer scale of the engineering. How did a Bronze Age society, lacking pulleys or iron tools, maneuver a 13-ton slab of rock to sit perfectly atop a pillar over 12 feet high? Modern excavations have revealed that the construction process was as deliberate as it was difficult. The builders would first erect the vertical stone, then build a ramp of earth and rubble to drag the capstone into place. Once the capstone was balanced, the ramp was cleared away, leaving the monument standing in a cleared, paved enclosure. But the question remained, why? They weren't houses, as they lacked roofs and domestic debris. They weren't simple tombs, as the primary burials were held in nearby stone caves, known as navitas. The focus of the investigation shifted toward the ritualistic. Every Taula is located within a settlement, yet they are always set apart, designated as sacred spaces. The horseshoe-shaped walls that surround them create a clear boundary between the mundane and the divine. As researchers mapped the 30-odd Taulas scattered across Menorca, a startling pattern began to emerge. Unlike the random orientation of the houses nearby, the Taulas all faced a very specific direction. This led to the rise of archaeoastronomy, the study of how ancient people understood the sky. In the late 20th century, researchers began to notice that the vast majority of Taulas have an unobstructed view of the southern horizon. This was not a coincidence. By using computer modeling to reconstruct the night sky as it appeared 3,000 years ago, scientists discovered a breathtaking connection. At the time of their construction, the Taulas were perfectly aligned with the stars of the Centaurus constellation, including the bright stars Alpha and Beta Centauri, and the iconic Southern Cross. To the Talayotic people, these stars were not just points of light, they were likely deities or celestial guides. Because of the Earth's axial precession, a slow wobble in the planet's rotation, these constellations appeared much higher in the Menorcan sky during the Bronze Age than they do today. The Southern Cross would have risen and set within the frame created by the Taula's vertical and horizontal stones, acting like a celestial window. The sight must have been awe-inspiring, a glowing cross framed by massive pillars of rock, appearing exactly where the ancestors predicted it would. The evidence for the Taula's role as a ritual center is supported by what archaeologists have found at their bases. Digging into the floors of these sanctuaries, researchers have uncovered layers of ash, burnt animal bones, specifically from sheep, goats and pigs, and thousands of shards of broken pottery. These are the hallmarks of communal feasting and sacrifice. Perhaps even more telling are the bronze figurines discovered at sites like Taula don Salor. Among the most famous is a small bronze bull. In many ancient Mediterranean cultures, the bull was a symbol of strength and fertility, often associated with the constellations. If you value these deep dives into the forgotten corners of our past, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Your support is what allows us to keep researching and sharing these obscure historical mysteries with the world. The ritual life of the Taulas seems to have been tied to the rhythm of the stars. When the Centaurus constellation was visible, the community gathered to feast, sacrifice, and perhaps track the changing seasons. The Taula served as a bridge between the earth and the heavens, a physical anchor for a culture whose religion was written in the stars. However, the mystery takes a melancholy turn toward the end of the Talayotic period. As the centuries passed, the Earth's precession continued its slow, relentless shift. The Southern Cross and the bright stars of Centaurus began to sink lower and lower toward the horizon. By around 200 BC, they had disappeared from view entirely, sinking below the Mediterranean waves, never to be seen from Menorca again. It is perhaps no coincidence that the construction of Taulas ceased around this same time. When the gods disappeared from the sky, the reason for the monuments may have vanished with them. The sanctuaries were eventually abandoned, left to the wind and the encroaching scrubland, until they were rediscovered by a modern world that had forgotten how to read the horizon. Today, the Centaurus constellation remains hidden from the island, a casualty of the shifting heavens. The stones, however, remain, silent witnesses to a time when humanity looked at the stars, not just with curiosity, but with a profound architectural devotion. The precision of their alignment suggests the Talayotic people possessed a sophisticated understanding of mathematics and time. It raises the possibility that the Taulas were more than just religious icons. They may have functioned as a complex seasonal calendar, helping a maritime and agricultural society navigate the year. We are left to wonder if we have truly understood the depth of their knowledge, or if the most important secrets of the Taulas are still hidden in the geometry of their shadows. Is it possible these structures served a purpose beyond religion, perhaps as a sophisticated astronomical tool that we are only beginning to decode? Let us know your theory in the comments.